Hello viewers, today I am back with the next topic in DBMS. In previous tutorial we learned about what is DBMS and why we need DBMS actually. And in this tutorial we are going to learn what is the need of DBMS. Today we are going to learn what is the need of DBMS. So basically DBMS is used for storing the data. We actually know that. So basically the base point is this is to store the data we need DBMS. But actually we use the DBMS for storing huge amount of data. So actual use is this is actually. So basically we use the DBMS for storing the data. The actual use is we used to store the huge amount of data by using DBMS. To store this huge amount of data, we require two most important things. One is storage and the other one is retrieval of data. So what is the need of DBMS? Basically we use DBMS for storing the data. The actual use is we use the DBMS for storing huge amount of data. Huge amount in the sense large amount of data. To store this huge amount of data, we require two most important things. That is, one is storage and the other one is retrieval. Now we are going to talk about storage. Okay, storage in the sense, according to database principles, we store the data in such a way that it acquires less space. The main point is here that it acquires less space. Here actually we talk about what is the need of DBMS. To store this huge amount of data, we require two things. In that we are discussing about storage topic. Here in this storage topic we are going to learn how the how the data should be stored. The process of storing the data we are discussing in this storage. So here according to database principles, we store the data in such a way that it acquires less space. It acquires less space in the sense, for example, take any database. Assume this is a database. Say an example, for example, this is the data. Let's take this is the data. This is the fresh data. Okay, let's take this is a fresh data. We just need to store this data into this is DBMS. Okay, this is DBMS, this is data. We just wanted to store this data into the DBMS. I'm talking about the process of storing the data. In DBMS actually there is somewhat data. This is somewhat data. Actually and this is the fresh data which we are going to store now, and this is the previous data which has been already present in the DBMS. To store the fresh data into the DBMS, we need to remove all these previous data. We need to remove or ignore all these previous data to store the fresh data. So we, after removing after the removal of the previous data, and the fresh data can be stored into the DBMS. So this is the process actually. If you don't understand using these diagrams, I'll give an example, another example, that is a bank example. Bank example. Let's think this is a bank actually. Just assume this is a bank, and one customer came. Just we think customer came to the bank, and he asked the bank, he used to enter, I mean he used to take two account details. The one is savings account, second one is salary accounts. I mean, a customer told to the bank service he used to take two accounts in the bank. This bank saves these savings accounts at one place, and this salary account at another place. By taking the customer details, I mean customer information. So customer information in the sense customer name, address, phone number, etc. So by taking this customer information, bank has been created two accounts for this customer. One is savings account and the other one is salary account. Savings account has been created at one place, salary account has been created at another place, but the information is same here. Customer information is same but accounts are different. That means bank is saving two accounts at two places for one information, that is customer information. See here, this is a wastage of data, right? Actually see here, two accounts at two places bank created with the same information. That means here the data is wasting. Here the redundancy of data has been occurred, which have been seen in the previous tutorial. Redundancy of data in the sense we have seen in file systems, that is the drawback of the file system. Here also that has been occurred. So to remove this data, this is the wastage of data, right? Here see, customer, actually the main example is customer came to the bank and he used to say, he asked the bank, he used to create two accounts. The bank has created a savings account. One is he used to create two accounts in the bank, it seems. One is savings account and the other one is salary accounts. And bank taken his customer details here, customer details in the sense customer information, name, address, phone number, etc. By using this customer information, bank created two accounts for him. One is savings account and the other one is salary account at different places. Here the bank created these two accounts at different places but same information, right? Customer is only one person but creating two accounts at two different places. That means same information, same data, but using two places. This is the wastage of data, right? Wasting the storage, and also space complexity occurs here, wasting the space and wasting the data. So to achieve this redundancy, I mean to overcome this problem, DBMS has been introduced. So that's what I told. The redundancy of the data should be removed while the fresh data should be entered into the DBMS. So to overcome this redundancy of data, DBMS has been achieved the popularity. That means account can be, that means two accounts can be created at one place with same information. That means two accounts can be created at one place with same one information. So by doing this, with the help of DBMS, we are going to do this. That means here space have been, here we saved the space, and also we removed the redundancy of the data. So this is the need of DBMS. And here we talk about the basic need of DBMS. We talk about the actual use of DBMS. To store the amount, we require two things. In the two things we have discussed about the storage, how the data is going to be stored into the DBMS, what is the process of storing the data into DBMS. We discussed all these things in the storage topic, and now we are going to discuss the retrieval of data topic. Okay, second one is retrieval of data. So along with storing the data, retrieval of data is also important, right? So along with storing the data, retrieval of data is also important. That means not only storing the data in a systematic manner, retrieving the data as quickly as possible is also important. That means DBMS has been achieved the data can be retrieved as quickly as possible. It means if the storage is in a systematic manner, then the retrieval of data will be a better place. That means we can achieve the retrieval of data as quickly as possible. Okay, so today we learned about what is the need of DBMS, what is the basic need of DBMS, what is the actual use of DBMS. To store the huge amount of data, we optimize two things. In these two things we talked about storage and the retrieval of data. In the storage, we are gonna discuss about how the process takes place for storing the data. In the retrieval of data, how much importance should be given to the retrieval of data along with the storage. So with this topic I am going to end this session. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.